Anyway. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. And season is fine. So nice to see you all and to meet you.
Thank you so much.
In this pleasant seat.
Thank you so much. Excuse me. After that, क्या उमर बहुत दूर रखा Excuse me. Fawad.
I am hotel employee.
वो भी यहाँ जीते ये ले लीजिए
हेलो 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 हेलो
تنزل الملائكة والروح فيها بإذن ربهم من كل أمر سلام هي حتى مطلع الفجر صدق الله العظيم.
It's very nice to to see all of you over here. It shows your commitment towards personal excellence. Now I would like to explain a little bit about ACE Companies. It includes ACE Consulting, ACE Learning, and Asta Foundation. ACE Consulting deals with the corporate sector. ACE Learning deals with individuals, whereas Asta Foundation works for society and law. And it's the purpose of ACE Companies is just to make a difference. Now everybody is so anxious to know that what is going to happen on the stage and what is it all about. Born again. But here I have a joke which comes to my mind again and again. There were two friends. One was very aware of life, the miseries and the success and all that. But unfortunately, he couldn't get what he wanted from his life. And the second one was so unaware. He didn't know what is life and what it's all about and what is the future, nothing else. One of them said, the one who was aware, I think I was born in Wayne. But the second one who was unaware said, okay, you were born in Wayne, but I think I was born in Lahore. If you tell me, like everybody should be aware of life and the prospects. So now I would like to call a person who has a very good image in our ACE company, and he is a director of Sampa Group of Industries. His name is Mr. Umair. But before I would like to say something about him. He is a very nice person, he is a very talented person, and of course very smart. And he is a very big entrepreneur. And he is married. So, I would like to call him on stage. Please give him a big hand.
I think I'm heard at the back. No? Thank you. My introduction is given to you. Thank you very much. I happen to be the first client of this, being an industrialist. I contacted this company. How, when, just explain to you. A few days back, I was shopping in Pace with my wife. And I was, buying toothbrushes, paste and everything, and she gave the trolleys, so I was doing that. She pointed out that poster. You must be seeing these posters around. Born Again. So I read that. By ACE, okay, fine. I went to we did a lot of shopping, okay, fine, we went home. So I sat back home, I asked for a cup of tea, opened the newspaper. And then, hey, what do I see? ACE again. Born Again. Fine. I read it, okay, fine. I slept at night, woke up, just trying to go to the office early in the morning. Came in the television. That ACE thing came on television also. So, what the heck, man? It's ACE. So, I went to my office. The first thing was, I asked my PA, hey, give it ACE a call. 666-9365. And they gave the company a call, and I said, I want to contribute a little bit to this born again sort of thing. And I want to say and share something with you, with the people who are going to be present there. Actually, It was very nice of them to call me here. And I would just like to share a little story with you. It's not an experience, it is an experience, but it's a little story. I'm not going to take much of your time here. 2 years back, I was in Hawaii attending a seminar of quality. And I was there present till since about 9 o'clock in the morning. I was there. There were so many speakers. I heard them. I agree नहीं कर रहा था उनसे, but I had to keep quiet. I had to listen to them. I had paid 5,000 rupees listening. So मैं उनको सुन रहा था, सुनता रहा. तो then there was tea break. So I almost got up. मैंने कहा चलो tea break होगा या I'll go home. And besides, I was not married then, so I was trying to meet my fiance. शादी नहीं थी तो उससे ज़्यादा शौक था मैंने. तो वो I was about to leave, तो मुझे पता चला जी कि ये एक final speaker आना है अभी quality पे. So let's आप उनको सुन के जाएं. I said fine, मैं उनको सुन के जाता हूँ. Let's see what he has to say. I sat down, चाय वाय हुई उसके बाद that person came to speak on quality, total quality management. So when he started speaking, it made sense to me. The first person that appealed to my mind, that he was talking sense. With 2 plus 2 is equal to 4 in my mind. I heard him, and what I figured out was whatever he was speaking, it made sense. Sense, it matched something. It matched something which I had heard before. It matched something which I had seen before. Where I thought. And then it clicked. My father. My father actually started from a very, very, very poor family. In about 25 years, he was okay, we can manage. I'll live a bit comfortable. So I think he was speaking those words. He was thinking on the lines on which my father had actually worked. So that weird thing he was talking, I'll change that, I'll change the company, I'll change the attitude, I'll change everything. He believed that he could change everything other than the chief of army staff of Pakistan. So, okay, fine, it appealed about me. When I went home at night, I talked to my father, but there's a guy who's very weird, like you. But still, he is making sense. My father, I told you, my father belongs to a very, very poor family from Sialkot, from a village. And he is right now Chamber of Commerce Executive Committee member in the law. So, in those days, I was planning to have my company certified for ISO 9000. I had really recently graduated and I became a master's degree holder in MBA. मुझे नया शौक चढ़ा मैं बोला जी मैं कंपनी को quality, total quality करवाऊंगा ISO 9000. Anyways, he said, okay, fine, it's in your hands, do it whatever you want to. So I contacted certain people who were good enough, who were recognized, and I contacted them for the sake of this total quality. I came in office in the morning, and then there was the mail. The mail comes on the table every day. Mail pay, there's 2 years back, there's letter ACE Consulting. I opened the letter, and it said blah 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 blah, and that they were going to manage. They were going to manage change in my company. My manager said, "जी ये कोई letter नहीं है, ये बिल्कुल नई कंपनी आई है, और इसको छोड़ दें." और कंपनीज बड़ी पुरानी हैं, हम उनसे कराते हैं. उस पर वो ले भी it was quite an expensive thing, total quality. अब फिर भी common हो गई है, उसको common नहीं. So I said कि नहीं मैं भी हटी था, मैं कहा नहीं मैंने इसी को ही बुलाना है. So I called him. I called that man. There were 2 men who came to my office on behalf of ACE. So I gave them 10 minutes. I said, okay, you have 10 minutes to convince me. आपने ये लेटर भेजा है, you say, मैं और भी बड़ी companies हैं, very old companies. So how will you manage change in my company? कैसे करेंगे आप इसको ISO 9000 कैसे करवाएंगे? मेरी आवाज़ ठीक है?
ठीक है.
थोड़ा सा पहुंचा. Okay, sorry. So I said, कैसे आप ये change करवाएंगे? How will you manage it? So he said, जी बोलना शुरू हुए I was listening. Both my ears were very attentive. And he said to me, ये करूँगा वो करूँगा anything. मैंने कहा ठीक है. I give this contract to you. आप 1 साल में या 12 महीनों में 14 months to be very precise, आप मेरी कंपनी को ISO 9000 certify कराएं. I was their first client. There was no other client. They had launched the company and I gave them the first contract. It was very, very risky for me even because my managers वगैरह all were opposing me कि जी नहीं आपको पुरानी कंपनी में. I said नहीं मैं I will enforce my trust in this very personality जो कि मेरे से बात कर रही है presently this company. So इसके बाद we started working and I तकरीबन this company was associated with me for about 2 years. But after they have successfully completed my professional obligation fee, I am still associated with that company, not professionally, but with personally, because I think that man changed me even very much. मैं उनसे मिलता हूँ, अकेले में बैठ के बात करता हूँ. I talk about my problems. वैसे भी he's very nice man, considerate, talks to me. और बात करता है, मैं उससे भी बात करता हूँ. I learn from him. Maybe he learns from me. लेकिन नहीं, he's never quit smoking. मैं काफी देर से कह रहा हूँ. नहीं, he's never changed. फिलहाल smoking नहीं छोड़ेगा नहीं, छोड़ देंगे. So, he started. मुझे ये खुशी हुई कि after his personal जो professional obligations were finished, वो मुझे ये खुशी हुई कि उन्होंने जो मुझे trust मैंने उन पे किया था, that was quite okay, that was fine. मेरे managers ने मुझे कहा कि आपने ये सही बंदे को चुना था. Why? Because right now, I think तमाम major industries पाकिस्तान की जो हैं, for them, the company, that man is the consultant. He is the consultant for Government of Pakistan. He is the consultant for so many good names. Would you like to hear High Noon and Textile Mills and Aptama and everything. In 2 years' time, from a management trainee, from a simple management trainee, he has become a master's degree holder, a master practitioner in. He's a National Speaker Association member. He has, and I have seen his office grow. Believe me. उनके पास एक टेबल होगा छोटा सा, मैं बैठ जाता हूँ उस पे जब हम शुरू में डिस्कस करते थे. But now he has his office, very good office. You must see his office. वहाँ speaker लगे हुए हैं, गाने शाने बज रहे होते हैं, बड़ा अच्छा माहौल होता है जब बैठा होते हैं. गर्मी से जब आपका especially यहाँ पर. So and he takes so much interest in his office that he may not be taking in his house. ये नया टेबल आया, ये मैंने ऐसी लगाया, these things. So I have seen in him a very great dedication for his work. मुझे भी inspired होता हूँ मैं भी. I'm also inspired by it. When I go back in the office, मैं भी कहता हूँ ये ऐसी ठीक रहो, ये करो वो करो, because I see in him that he is a very dedicated person. तो मैं learn करता हूँ उससे. Change. I try to change myself. Change हुआ भी मैं काफी चीज़ों. So meanwhile, जब मैं उनसे he tried to उनके पास in my company he had 3 major jobs to do. Let me tell you. One, my company was undergoing losses, so he said, "Okay, we have to identify certain reasons. Why is the company going in the loss? Machinery, कोई problem है या उसको handle नहीं कर रहे हो सही तरह." So that was the 20% job he did. बाकी 30% job थी the young people which I had employed. वो बड़े carefree से होते हैं, नहीं जी वो उनको बुलाया सेमिनार के लिए, why नहीं. So they're very carefree. जो young crowd होता है, young MBA crowd, नाम से निकला है, या इधर उधर से आया. But the main problem he had to deal with was जो मेरे father ने लोग रखे हुए थे. they were very rigid. 40s में थे, 20 years हो गए थे मेरी कंपनी को चलते हुए, मेरे से पहले वो बड़े सॉलिड हुए हुए थे, वो अपने माइंड को चेंज नहीं किए, हमें सब कुछ पता है, ऐसा आप भी ऐसे ही कहते हैं, सब कुछ ऐसा कहते हैं, हमें सब पता है, हम कैसे काम करना है. So I said, well, okay, you have to take care of those people. Then you have to change their attitude. He did it. He changed their attitude. And believe me, that was the most difficult part of the job. And there where he is, that the man has specialized so much. कि उसने personally लोगों को change किया. That's why he has from a total quality management just of the companies, he has now gone for personal change in the attitude of people. And he has been so very successful that in the first seminar I think he had 35 people. और अब ये है कि maybe he has to select people out के लिए नहीं आप लोग अगले seminar में आना. And he is there from Khyber to Karachi. He is there flying all the time. All the hostesses may be knowing anyway. And he is there from Singapore to Sri Lanka. He's everywhere. I told you in Islamabad, government of Pakistan. I don't know, he might have charges these or not. He shouldn't have frozen the foreign currency accounts. But so he's quite famous as far as his profession is concerned. So that's a little bit I told you about my experience about him. And I had only 8 to 10 minutes in which I was convinced. And then about his work also was a testimony to what he said. I will personally ask you people to please lend your ears to him. Give full concentration. I believe that you will like him quite a lot. And you will see that you will be changed. As the advertisement show says that the 6 hours show will give you enough tools to mend your life, to forget your past, to forget your mistakes, and to remember your future, and to mend your future, and to make your future into a better one. I think we have 6 hours to listen to him. We should get him full attention. With that, I called that man. Who is he? James Bond? I was talking about he. Kojak or what? Oh, by the way, he has changed. He was very fat. So he has become thin. It's a change. He has obeyed on that change. So anyways, I called that man Mr. Faiz Ejtiyab. I don't know what that H stands for, but Faiz Ejtiyab. Anyways, I present you, ladies and gentlemen, with the man. Please, Mr. Faiz, I'll ask you on stage.
Thank you.
Or maybe, what's the something? Okay.
Thank you. You have something? In the meantime, I can sit.
I'm going to call a person who can change your life. Some people talk about him that he's a weird person. He's a different person. But let's see. So I call Mr. Faiz Ejtiyab. Please come on the stage. Give him a big hand.
That was not the part of the design. Anyhow, thank you very much, guys. You see, you cannot sometimes trust too much on the people who are in charge of the program. They try to do all sort of things. Thank you, Matt. I never knew that you like me so much. Maybe I could have increased my the professional field with the work which I do for you. You're lucky that you didn't tell me this earlier. Assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Faiz Ejtiyab. H stands for Hassan. Faiz. लोग उसका मतलब पूछते हैं नेम फाइज स्टैंड फॉर द अपॉइंटमेंट कुछ इसको फैज बोलते हैं जिसको फ्याज बोलते हैं but the real name is Faiz. Faiz stands for appointment. ये होते हुए फाइज रहा वाला फाइज है fairly far under the Faiz. The topic of the seminar today is born again. I've been seeing so many calls from people all over what is born again all about. And I had nothing to tell them actually. I've been receiving actually, the good thing was that the moment we announced the program, I left for state. So I stayed there for 8 weeks. When I came back, the first review meeting I had with my people was, how is it going? And they started asking. Everybody's asking about born again. I was born 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago. I don't have to be, born again. So the title is flashy, the title is a little different, but by the end of the program you would know why we chose the name Born Again. Now this Born Again actually has changed my life. As you heard Umar saying, when I started back in 95 in my new role as a consultant, I'm established in 90 in Pakistan, but when I started again in 95 with a different image, with a different sort of a work, with a different price, and also with a different value system. So I have changed a lot since then, and every year I'm changing, and every other day I'm changing, and every second I'm changing. And people do ask me, since I've come back in the last 10, 15 days, I've done a number of seminars, and every time, you can well imagine a group of 500 people who are sitting, they will come to me, and the only question they have to ask me, how did you lose weight? Because the last seminar which I did, I was it's not too far ago. It was on May the 30th. The last public seminar I did was May the 30th in Islamabad. And at that time my weight was about 35, and now I'm 30. I lost about 30 pounds in less than 3 weeks. So people wanted to know. So I told them a little bit about it, but even just a little bit about sometimes it's misleading. So today, at the end of the program, all the questions which you have in your mind are going to be answered. Okay? So this Born Again is the whole package by itself. It is not something which you can just choose in bits and pieces and like. That's the dilemma. That's the dilemma of this country. People like to take those things which they like and which basically don't seek any change from the inside out. Oh, okay. And that's exactly what we have done with Quran. We do the same thing with the management staff. We do the same thing with the leadership staff. Oh, I like this part of the leadership, which is going to be good for me. If that concept is giving me something, I will like that part of it. And if the concept is seeking something from me, I will just forget about it and carry on with my life without knowing the cost we pay every day, every single minute, for each and everything we do. So this program is going to talk about the cost which you pay every day. Okay? There are a few guidelines. As I already told you guys that I'm extremely sorry for starting late. Actually, the first program which we did, the public seminar, once you're doing with a very small narrow group, it is possible, okay? You have one group of 15, 20 people, and in a room you can tell them, please, we're going to start on time, so you can come. And it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you do somehow. You must have seen my people are here from 10 o'clock in the morning, I believe, 9:30, 10 o'clock, and till the last minute, the things were not ready. So, but still, I'm to be blamed for that. So I would rather like to say sorry. And we're trying our best to manage time properly. But it is not possible without the help of all of you. The next thing is that we will have a tea break for about 30 minutes. Tea breaks, you have so many things to get to know, to get to pick up. You must have a few things in your package as well. And then you have quotations all over. So enjoy. We are here to have fun. One thing is for sure, that the learning coupled with fun is going to be long lasting. So, the fun, I want humor, I want you to enjoy your time, and I want you to make this a memorable experience in your life. So please stay open. Nobody's recording you, the camera is only towards me. Okay? So you can relax, you can take it easy. Just empty your head, only for a few hours, just like a cup of the tea. Before you pour the new tea into the cup, you need to empty the cup, clean it, wash it, and then pour the new tea into it. Otherwise, you won't have the taste you always going to have with a fresh tea at home. So my only request is, please just sit relaxed, just like a newborn baby. Okay? Do all those weird things which you want to do or cannot do, either in your work or in your family. Okay? If you want me to turn off the light, I can even turn off the lights. So do all those weird things, just relax, take it easy, visualize, dream, emotionalize, verbalize. and be here, very much here. If you're here, you don't have to have anything. Everything you need to have to start a new life is already in the package which is given to you. I don't want you to take notes, because I will be, whatever I talk, I will be talking sense, and you will be able to relate yourself with what I say. Be here, make a note. You have a very small pocket planner in your package. That is the only thing with a piece of, that small piece with a pen or a pencil. Just quick note, one-liner, small words, which attracts you, appeals to you. And at the end, we also, I think they have already put one-pager handout. That one-pager handout is good enough for you to start a new life. Okay? All right?
Great.
I can't hear anything.
Fantastic.
Thank you. So I really want you to be here, enjoy your stay. And you will not have this opportunity again to start a new life. Now let me ask you a question here to start with. And the question I am going to ask is, last program we did, we had a feedback. The feedback was something like this. Okay, Mr. Fine, you should also use Urdu and Punjabi. So for the benefit of the crowd, I'd like to check one thing very quickly. Would you like me to just stay in or use the English or a medium of language? Or also, you would like me to switch? Okay, if you ask me to do it thoroughly in Urdu, 100% in Urdu, I'm sorry, I won't able to do that because itni zyada the jargons and I won't able to explain the jargon to Urdu. But if you say yes, use it, Urdu, Punjabi, jokes, sort of the thing, then I will do it. So what do you think, guys?
Mixture.
Mixture?
Yes. Mostly English. Mostly.
Mostly English, that's what I hear. But I can see about 250 people sitting here, but only 2 or 3 people are contributing. Well, how about other 240 people?
I think it should be a mixture.
It should be a mixture. All right?
Okay.
So it will be a mixture. We are going to make it fun, but I need your sports to make it fun, guys, okay? Okay, now coming back to the simple question. What do you see today in your families? What do you see today in your environment, in the society around you? What do you see? Just close down your eyes. For a second, close down your eyes and just imagine that you have taken a shower, looking very nice. You spent about 20 minutes in front of a mirror. And you have just turned the ignition of the car on. And you have just turned the air conditioning on. You just pull the car from the driveway. And you are on your way to the office. And by the time you go to the office, what happens?
I get punctured.
Tire gets punctured, and you see so many people on the street. You become frustrated. Oh my goodness, what the? ये light क्यों खराब? ये क्यों? ये police वाले को देख के गर्मी कितनी यार ये मांगने वाले. Just imagine. Just close down your eyes for a second, and just imagine how you start your day, and what are those problems which you see on a daily basis around you. Okay, I take it one by one. What are those problems? No problem? You see, that is the problem.
Is it the boss?
That is the problem. The problem is not that we don't know how to solve the problem. The problem is that we don't even see the problem. Guys, so you are telling me that you don't need to start a life from a new point of view. Well, you're happy with the status quo. ऐसा ही होता है जी ये पाकिस्तान में यही जिंदगी है जी की करिए हमने चलो कनाडा का वीजा लगवाने चलने और चार के इंडिकेशन खुली लॉटरी निकल आएगी यूएसए. My dear, a simple question. Just do a little exercise. Close down your eyes and tell me what are those things which you are frustrated about, which you see on a daily basis in your daily life. Daily life.
Corruption.
Corruption. What else? Yeah, you are not control of yourself. You think that somebody else is driving the day. What else?
Anger.
Anger. What else? Frustration. What else?
Time management.
Pardon me?
Time management.
Time management. Yeah, that's another job. Time management, guys. People do come to me, all these managers, conduct the program in time management. And I thought, oh, no way. I don't conduct program in time management. My dear, time is passing by. Can you control the time? No! No way. You can control yourself. You can control your emotions. You can manage yourself. You cannot manage time, can you? So that's another word which we need to look into. Time management. Give me some skills of it, manage my time. What else?
Security.
Lack of security.
Yes.
Insecurity. Lack of security. Killing going on, the riots, killing, hangamas, bomb blasts. You don't see all those things? यार यहाँ से न पकड़ना आज तक आप पाकिस्तान अखबार से पढ़ा and you see what's happening. Have you read the newspaper this morning? Just turn the pages to the number 2 and just see शहर की आवाज and you will see what's happening around you. What's happening within your family? Now you can tell me that. That will be fun. What happens within the family?
Love.
Pardon me?
Love.
Love. That's a very optimist sort of a thing. Love, yeah, it happens. But I'm just trying to find out the generalize, if I have to bring the 90% of the population in. So what happens in our families? How many of us, expectations mismatch, माँ बाप की लड़ाई, और जी फलाने ने यह किया, चाची ने यह किया, माँ ने वो किया, मामी ने वो किया, जी, शिकवा शिकायत. Thanks for your honesty. I salute your honesty, and I salute your courage to say it. That's what happens. What else? You share your feelings. वो जी उन्हें अपनी बीवी ने तराश में लाके दिता, तुसी मैंने पिछले साल तो एक नहीं लाके दिता. There is a joke. I asked a friend of mine, how is your wife? And he goes, well, my wife is very innocent and cute. You see, she doesn't know what she wants unless the neighbors next door has bought it. You see, life on one hand is all the frustration and all the anger and all the bad and negative and disempowering feelings. वो कर्ज है, वो ऑफिस जाते हैं, वो डांट पड़ती है, उसे कस्टमर सर पे चढ़ जाता है, उसे बिजली कट जाती है, वापस का बिल आ जाता है, टेलीफोन का डिमांड नोटिस जमा कराने लाने लगी हैं, 3 घंटे आप ट्रैवल करके जाते हैं, नहीं फाइंड हो मेरे खुदाया आगे तो माल रोटी ब्लॉक है, वो आज जुलूस निकाल लिया ताहिर कादरी साहब, काजी हुसैन साहब ने. I'm a victim of that. Right? It happened to me. And I was, just standing there, and there was 2 ambulances, and a big line of buses. तो मैंने गाड़ी से खड़े करके, believe me, I was yelling. तो खुदा के वास्ते इस गाड़ी को निकाल दो, ये एम्बुलेंस है भैया. And they were not in a mood of giving way. They thought they own Mall Road. So what else you see today? If I ask a simple question, how many of you can sincerely, honestly claim that you are 100% happy, satisfied, and spending a fulfilled life? How many of you would say, yes? So, why is that?
Nobody except you.
Yeah, for me life is wonderful. Life is funny. My dear, I don't even see Pakistani people. I don't see them laughing. I don't know what's wrong with us. वो बेचारा क्या नाम इसका तारिक अजीज का वो बूढ़ा हो गया लोग कह ताली ना ताली क्यों कर जाता people think it costs them to clap. And all of us are just waiting for that day when someone will give them love and give them recognition and give them respect. Nobody is willing to give these things to others. I want to be clapped. I don't want to clap for others. That is the dilemma. for me, life is wonderful. Why? I enjoy everything. I enjoy every damn thing, even if I'm stuck in the traffic. And I just take it easy. Oh my goodness. Saving me half an hour for exercise, or sweating all the way, getting all the bad things out of my system. That's another way of looking at it. पसीना आ रहा है, एसी लगा नहीं सकता, गाड़ी सख्त फंसी हुई है, गाड़ी बंद की, आधा घंटे का ट्रैफिक जैम है, यार आज की शाम की एक्सरसाइज बची, आधे घंटे में इतना पसीना निकला, oh my dear, excellent. You see, you go to all the offices, and that's funny, and that's very interesting. Somehow we don't try to get or try to enjoy from the life, and that is a dilemma. Because we see what we are trying to see. It's our head. We have a filter here. And our eyes, they show us what we are looking for. And what we are looking for? We're looking for bad things only. Ajati hogi, zulm ho gaya, self-pity, misery. We're not trying to find the beauty. If you look for beauty, you'll find the beauty. I'm always looking for humor. And you go to the offices every day. And I went to one of the hotel's office one day, and I was rather asked, "Can you help me, please?" The executive office में चले जाइए, वहाँ पे पुराने banquet manager बैठे हुए हैं, उनसे जरा बात कीजिए. And I was just standing in the door like this, 5'7" there. And he said, "Sir, आप अंदर क्यों नहीं जाते?" मैं कहा, "My dear, it says executive office. I don't want to be executive." You see, if you're looking for fun, you will find fun. We're not looking for fun. Life is full, One day, I was in Islamabad. There's a very nice place named Papa Salih's, Italian cuisine. Anyone from Islamabad? Yes, Ibrahim, you're from Islamabad.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Italian cuisine. It's a full restaurant, it was jam-packed. I just went there. I was standing for half an hour, 35 minutes, 40 minutes. And then the manager finally noticed me standing in the door. And he came to me and said, "Sir, why are you here for? Would you like to have a seat?" And I said, "Yes. Why you're not having a seat?" I said, "Because it says, there's a big damn sign which says, wait for the hostess to be seated. And I'm just waiting." You see, look at all the ambiguities we are living in. The humor is everywhere, you see. It's everywhere if you're looking for humor, right? Another experience to share.
लगता है आप मुश्ताक यूसुफी से मिले हुए हैं।
जी? किससे मिला हूँ?
मुश्ताक यूसुफी से आपकी मिली हुई।
अच्छा जी? Who is he, by the way? I went to one of the mobile cellular phone companies only a couple of days back. Not couple of days, couple of months back. And they just called me, and I just wanted to find out what sort of a package they're offering. And instead of giving me some time on the telephone, she insisted that I must visit the office. I never go to all these places. Anything, if you can do it on telephone, there is no need to go and wait half an hour. But she insisted, "Sir, please come over and we'll explain." So I don't know what she has to show. So I finally landed in one of the cellular companies in Lahore office. And finally, after 15, 20 minutes, I was called. And there's a beautiful lady sitting there, full made up. And she started interviewing me. And after 45 minutes, when I was coming out, a friend of mine was just entering the office. And I was called in for advice. So he said, "I wanted some advice." So I went in to find out what sort of a package they're offering. And he goes, "So did you get the advice?" I said, "Yes, I got the sound advice. Unfortunately, 99% was sound and 1% were advice." You see, all these words and jargons and all this humor is everywhere. You can see, you can find. If you're finding, if you're looking for the humor and the good stuff, that's what you find. But on the other hand, if you are among those people, I was in Islamabad a few days back and I met a person, because that's the way I am. So I started asking him. And I've written it somewhere, which I will explain it to you. I asked, how is your life? And he said, what do you mean by life? I said, no, I mean, how are you? I didn't know what to say. How is your professional life? How is your life in general? Oh, okay. You're talking about the life last week? Yes. Okay. He says, well, I'm going to read it because I noted it word by word. He said, well, I had a fight with my boss on Monday. An accident on Tuesday. I had arguments with my wife on Wednesday. I lost money in stocks on Thursday. On Friday, I lost my wallet. On Saturday, my son had a fight in the college, and I had to bail him out. Today's Sunday fights, nothing has happened so far. It sounds like a good day. You see, that is the profile of our life. And we think it's okay, life is okay, it's good, yeah, fine, it's okay. And because we have compromised, because we have decided, maybe that's what the life is. My dear, I refuse to accept. I don't think that that's what the life is. Life is what you make of it. That's life. Life is what you want to get out of it. That's life. Where is our energy? Where is our life? The life is not as a word life. Life. You have to have a life even in you. You need to put yourself in the work you do. We don't. Most of us, we don't. Okay, what else do you see today, my dear? Yeah, there are a number of other things you see. I know those. But what are the good stuff you see? I noticed something else. I met an 80-year-old man with his newly wed wife of 20 years old. And I asked the man, how did you achieve it? And he goes, well, she used to be my customer services officer in a bank. I was quite rich. So one day I challenged myself that I have to ask her for something. So I worked very hard. And finally, I landed in front of her. It took a lot of courage, but I said, I have to do it today. And I said, if I ask her, would you like to marry? She might have a negative or a wrong impression. So I'm going to be innovative. I'm going to be weird and different. So I went in front of her and said, I know I'm too old to be married, but because you are too young and I'm too old, can I adopt you as my wife? And she said, yes, go on hard. So they finally married. I mean, the life is full of all this. What else you see in life? Anything else you see in life?
Law and order.
Law and order. Oh my goodness, all these politicians. Oh. You see, they shake your hand before election and shake your confidence afterwards. That's what it is. Law and order. What else?
See God in
Yeah.
nature,
If
in
you're,
people,
yeah, if you're finding, if you're looking for God in nature.
especially in their eyes.
In their eyes, yes.
Especially.
You see, what I tell people is, the world you see, it's merely a reflection of your own thoughts. It's a mirror. You see yourself in the life. If you see the life is bad, and it's basically you who is looking at the bad parts of life. That's why this is done. Otherwise, it's wonderful. What else? Anything else you'd like to say about the life? I'm just gathering data so I could try to answer all the things which you have shared with me in this first 15 minutes. What else do you see in life?
Religion.
What about religion? Tension and anxiety, yeah.
Depression.
Depression, yes, now you're opening up. Now you're talking sense and honesty.
Excitement.
Excitement, you see. Pardon me?
Happiness.
You see happiness, yes, if you are finding, if you're looking for happiness, you find happiness. What else?
Sometimes you don't give your
Pardon me?
Inspiration.
Yes, you find inspiration in your life.
challenges.
Challenges, achievements, also failures. What else?
Relaxation.
Yeah, relaxations,
Competition.
competition, healthy or unhealthy, both, right?
You try to get along with your family
You
members.
try to manage the relationships, which is very difficult, right? What else you see?
Conflict.
We try to most of the time conflicts, yes. And especially the conflicts in intimate relationships. Intimate relationship with your conflicts and oh my goodness. What else do you see? Customers? Good or bad? Both, right?
Generation gap.
Generation gap, yes. Yeah.
Pollution.
Huh?
Pollution.
Pollution, yes. Pollution. What else do you see?
Barriers
Population.
to communication.
Population. What about population? Oh, growth, okay. Growth in population, right.
Barriers in communication.
Barriers in communication. Number one reason for the problems in the relationships.
Yeah, communication, yeah.
Communication gap between, yeah, that is something which I call, AT&T. Always talking and talking, but not listening, right?
Differences and discrimination.
Differences and discriminations, yes. What else? Professional jealousies, yeah. Our organizations are full of all these. वो लतीफा है ना एक कि पाकिस्तान में काम का तो वो हाल है कि किसी ऊपर नहीं जाने देना उसकी भी टांग खींच लेनी है. There are two things to bring two people parallel. One is here, one is here. Either ये ऊपर चला जाए या इसको नीचे खींचते हैं. And somehow we are good or expert in bringing this person down. बराबर रहना चाहिए. That is the equality. What else?
Lack of motivation.
Lack of motivation to do things. Excellent.
Growth.
Good. Especially after marriage. Lack of motivation. Oh, उनकी शादी हो गई. उनकी करना है. उन जिंदगी होती. उनसे जो करेगा वो अल्लाह ही करेगा. नहीं मैं नहीं करना है. What else?
Injustice.
Unjust शादी के बाद जो होता है वो. You see, I am the relationship counseling. Oh my goodness. People come to me with all miserable lives. So, सुनना शुरू करते हैं बस. जी. 2 घंटे में नींद खुल के फिर वो चल रही होती है. अच्छा जी अभी खत्म नहीं हुई नहीं चली नहीं. Please wake me up and get through. They're just talking, blaming, complaining, procrastinating, doing nothing. And they're not talking, they're not communicating with each other. And at the end of the day, if you ask them a simple question, why did you marry? You see, इसके बारे में मैं लोगों को ये कहता हूँ, you need to have your eyes wide open before marriage and half closed after. But what?
Completely closed thereof.
But somehow we are trying to do it other way around. हमें उस लड़की की या लड़के की बुराई नजर नहीं आती शादी से पहले. So our eyes are totally closed before marriage and wide open afterwards. क्या किया उसने? क्या कर रही थी? किससे बात कर रही थी? क्या किया? किधर गई थी? You see, that's a lack of trust. शादियाँ relationship wrong footings पे create किए जाते हैं. तो तभी तो फिर सब कुछ होता है जो शादियों के बारे में आपको पता ही क्या क्या होता है. वो एक बच्चे ने बात की ना, अम्मी अम्मी अबू पानी में गिर गए. कहते बैठ नहीं घर में पीछे नहीं होते कुएं बने होते थे पुराने जमाने में. होते थे ना पुराने जमाने में घर के अंदर ही वो ट्यूबवेल वो कुएं होते थे पानी निकाल के. नहीं गाँव में होते हैं भी आप चाहे ना जो आपने शहर की बात जिंदगी नहीं गुजारी. वो वही बात है ना कि अमेरिका की एम्बेसी में जाए ना तो कहते हैं अच्छा आप किधर जाना चाहते हैं? मैं अमेरिका जाना. किधर? सैर करने के लिए. अच्छा जी पासपोर्ट खाएं. 2 दिन हुए आपका पासपोर्ट बने हुए. 30 साल आपकी उम्र है. अपना बुरा आपने देखा नहीं और अमेरिका सीधा देखना जाएंगे. फिर कहते नहीं वीजा नहीं लगता. इसीलिए देखें यार गाँव में कुएं होते हैं. अब्बू उसकी आवाज है बेटे की अम्मी अम्मी अब्बू पानी में कुएं में गिर गए. तो अम्मी आगे से कहती बेटा कोई बात नहीं, अब हम कुएं का पानी इस्तेमाल नहीं करते। तो नहीं होता है कि नहीं होता? कोई बात नहीं, रहने दो, जान छुट्टी।
60 बोके काट के वैसे
And
60 बोके काट के जीता जा सकता है।
so yeah, these are problems. This is a general problem. मैं तो ह्यूमन का नाम लेने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ। Yes, there are problems.
काफी वैल्यू
मेरा एक्सपीरियंस ये कहता है कि 90% people in Pakistan are unhappy with the relationship.
ठीक कह रहे हैं आप।
और उसमें से मैंने लोगों से पूछा तो 80% of the people are just hanging on. And they say, अभी उन जिंदगी लग गई, उनकी कर सकते. And then there are other things as well. There is a class of people who are just hanging on because there is a big price to leave the relationship. कि जो मैंने 2 फैक्ट्रियां लाके देती हैं, कार लाके आई थी, या दूसरी एक गांव की आपकी 80% पॉपुलेशन है कि तलाक नहीं तो गोली, या choice is yours. So 80% of the people would say that yes, we would like to leave the relationship if we had an option. They just start. The poor people just start. And they're just living नजर पर नहीं. तभी तो आपको अगर किसी इशारे पे खड़े हो ना, तो गाड़ी में आपको ये नजर आएगा, अगर किसी बंदे का मुंह इधर हो, प्रसाद औरत तो उधर हो, समझने शादी क्यों कर? And that's very funny, you know, because you cannot hear the words. All you can think. That's all. ये नजर आता है ना गाड़ी के बाहर से. That's all you can see. Right?
सर आप 80% कह रहे हैं, 80% बहुत ज्यादा है, थोड़ा सा कम कर.
नहीं सर 80%. I mean, नहीं सर मैंने तो बात की है उन लोगों से जो मेरे पास आते हैं. साथ में मेरे पास अगर 250 कपल की मैंने काउंसलिंग की है, तो 250 कपल ने जो मुझे बताया मेरे पास वही डेटा अवेलेबल है. मैं सड़कों में जाकर लोगों से पूछता नहीं है. So for me that is the data. Yes, there is a chance.
250 आपके पास है, सड़कों पे तो बहुत ज्यादा.
Sir, नहीं. That's what I'm saying. You always choose a sample.
सर आप 20% हैं आप रिटर्न करें।
आप सैंपल की बात कर रहे हैं, मैं तो सैंपल की बात कर रहा हूँ. और जब भी आप किसी से रिसर्च लेते हैं, the rule number 1 is that you don't take it as it is, because उसके अंदर हमेशा statistical variance होता है. तो वैलिडिटी के अंदर प्लस 10-20% का फर्क हो सकता है. तो आज मैंने 14 करोड़ को तो नहीं सर्वे किया. I'm talking about those people who came to me. So yes, if you are saying कि 60% होगा, you are also right and I'm also right because I'm coming from my experience, these are coming from your experience. So yes, it is possible that 60% people are right, but still, yeah, look at it. Is it good? No, it's not. It should be 100%. What else?
जो गैर शादीशुदा लोग हैं उनके भी कुछ मसाइल हैं तो आप
उनके तो बहुत ही मसाइल हैं.
आपको सारी 250 कपड़ा इसकी सारी
देखिए जी वो उनका भी मुझे बड़ा दुख है. वो कहते हैं ना कॉमन सेंस, वो कहते हैं कॉमन सेंस वुड प्रिवेंट मैनी डाइवोर्सेस. मैं कहता हूँ यस, कॉमन सेंस वुड आल्सो प्रिवेंट मैनी मैरिजेस. तो उनके लिए मेरा एडवाइस ये है, यूज योर कॉमन सेंस. It's very uncommon today. But I'm just joking. Yes, you can, but you will learn all those things to start a new life. Okay? So मैं अभी तक मुझे ऐसा कोई चीज नहीं मिली जो कि कवर नहीं हो रही सेशन के अंदर. So I'm giving you only last couple of minutes just to say if you want to add something in the program, so I would make sure कि मैं उसका आंसर आपको दे दूँगा. What else?
Self-pity.
Self-pity. Yes. Oh. मैं ही करना है, यही करेगा जो करेगा, ये गवर्नमेंट ही करेगी. We have disempowered ourselves. We don't even know what our powers are. We don't even know the meaning of word Ashraful Makhluqat. When you know, we have been driven by others, and we think maybe that's the way of the life. It's not, my dear. What else?
literacy.
Huh?
Literacy.
Illiteracy, yes. Not in the formal sense, but yes, illiteracy. Because जहलियत और इल्म, जो खुदा ने जिस इल्म की बात की थी, that was इल्म not तालीम. That was knowledge, not education. Unfortunately, आपको कुछ और ही नजर आता है. मेरा ख्याल है कि 70-80% लोगों को अगर आज डिग्री बिकती मिले ना, कोई पाए. All we need is degree. मैं इस नई नस्ल की बात कर रहा हूँ. Believe me, we are least bothered की इस डिग्री के what stands behind the degree. सीखा क्या है, लिया क्या, self satisfaction आगे नहीं है. Because we have somehow in the cycle, vicious cycle के अंदर है जिसमें education is something which you think gets you the job. Yes, it can get you the job, but it can never get you to the top.
Exactly.
But that's it. बस घुसे तो लाइफ वहीं पर खत्म होगी. उस डिग्री की वैल्यू सिर्फ इतनी है 2.5, 3, 4, 4.5 हजार रुपये. Knowledge. Look at the knowledge जो आपके पैगंबरों ने दिया था यार. That was कहते हैं पैगंबरों की मिरास है knowledge, इल्म. वो इल्म अरिस्टोटल, सोक्रेटिस, उनका वो किस स्कूल में गए थे? Never went anywhere. It's everywhere. It's there. You need to create that. Yes, that is a major problem. एक यहाँ से एक point आया था.
Attitude problem.
Attitude problem. Yeah.
There is only one problem. That is ego.
दिल करा चुमनो आता है. ईगो क्या? मैं. ओए तू मनु क्या? You see?
जानता नहीं.
तो मैं जानते नहीं वो चीज किया. मैं परसों रात को I did one seminar in Islamabad. कल परसों रात. And I was coming back on motorway. My driver was with me. मेरे साथ ही होता है जब भी फिर रहा होगा. तो we are all out of friends. मेरे एम्प्लॉइज हैं. मैं ये नहीं कहता कि यार तुम पीछे बैठो. बड़े गप्पे शप्पे मारते आ रहे थे. इकट्ठा ही खाना खा रहे थे. मुझे भी स्टोरी सुनानी शुरू की. कहते हैं फैसला आपकी बातें सुन. And he is a very fond of my training. जब भी मेरी ट्रेनिंग हो रही होती है ना उस दिन मेरी इन कंपनी सेमिनार हो रहा था और कस्टमर सर्विस पे हो रहा था. ये पीछे आके बैठा हुआ सुन रहा था. तो मुझे आगे बाद में कहता जी बिल्कुल सही कह रहा है. कहता जी मेरे पिंड दे विच अपने पिंड दे विच 5 रुपये के कबूतर दे बेवजह नाल 25 कत्ल हुए ने 90 मिनट के अंदर. हाफिज वाला गांव है, डिस्ट्रिक्ट मुल्तान है. ये है हमारी ईगो. 25 कत्ल 5-7 रुपए का कबूतर है यार और 90 मिनट. ईगो हमारी खत्म कर देगी. झूठी ईगो है ना. यू सी इसका एक बेसिक प्रिंसिपल है लाइफ का. खाली बर्तन खड़कते ज्यादा है. मुझे प्यार है ये हमारे बुजुर्गों की जो कहावतें हैं ना. क्या बात. एक एक लफ्ज में पूरी पूरी दास्तान है यार. बहुत बहुत इसके अंदर अक्ल और दानिश है. खाली बर्तन को वो रसूल ने कहा था जिस दरख्त पे फल लगता है वो झुकता है यार. हम लगता है जैसे हवा नहीं भरी जाती. मैट्रिक होते हैं ऐसे होते हैं. ऐसे होते हैं ऐसे हो गए. जॉब मिल गई क्लर्क की या गवर्नमेंट सर्विस की ऐसे हो गए. पूछे और शोर ऊपर हो गए. सो यू नो हमारी ईगो बढ़ती चली यार. खाली है ना अंदर से कुछ नहीं. यू सी इट इज डायरेक्टली रिलेटेड. द ईगो थिंग इज डायरेक्टली रिलेटेड विद व्हाट? योर सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट.
शादी के बाद भी चाहती
यू सी बढ़नी चाहिए. सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट एक ऐसी चीज है हर शख्स को जीने के लिए. एवरी वन ऑफ अस वी नीड रिस्पेक्ट टू लिव. If you cannot generate the respect from within, then you try to snatch it away. And that becomes ego. ओए अल्लाह ने तो खड़ोता क्यों? सलाम क्यों नहीं किया? बुलाया था आपने बार. कितने से गेट छड़ के कितने गया थी? That's what we are. खाली बर्तन है ना. Because we don't look inside. What is missing? Why should I ask people to salute me? Why I have to make my driver sit on the back? तो ये समझे. Yes. इसका भी जवाब आपको मिलता है. Yes. Ego. Attitude. What about attitude?
Low self-esteem.
वो जो सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट की मैंने बात की है, that is उसका एक नाम सेल्फ एस्टीम भी है.
Shy and guilt.
जी.
Guilt and shyness.
Shyness.
Phobias.
Phobias. मैं कितना तैयार हो जाएगा.
Say hydrophobia.
You see, ये बड़े मजे की चीजें फोबिया भी है. आप देखिए 90% of people, it's my observation and whatever I've learned in my life in last 11 years. 90% of us are not available in present. Unfortunately, you see, this is present, and I will ask a simple question. ये आपकी लाइफ कैसे है? So either he will go to the past, he will step into the past.
Nostalgia.
or he will go in the future कि मैं इसको ऐसा करना चाहता हूँ. But my dear, past is past. It's gone. That's the reality, right? So you can have what? You can have anger or guilt about the past. And then what? Other half of the people, they are afraid or worried about the future. There is present. यार ये गुजरा है, इसको पकड़ो. Make the best use of it. It's there, it's the reality, it's with you. They are least bothered about present. Either they live in past or they live in future. वो गुजरता चला जा रहा है. तो ये फोबिया सारे वहीं से आते हैं. और जी 25 साल पहले आया कोई ऐसी मेरे नाम. या यार ये ना हो जाए, जहाज क्रैश ना हो जाए. Also these things are covered. Okay? Anything else? Last minute, last second to फिर आप दिवाना चाहें.
Lack of research.
Lack of research on what?
For example, जिस तरह ये आया था नुसरत फतेह अली खान की आवाज पर रिसर्च हुई थी.
अच्छा, हाँ. हाँ, we did the just dilemma है हमारे मुल्क में research की facilities नहीं है.
Emotional blackmailing.
Emotional blackmailing, yes. Sorry for interruption. There is a car number LOM 4494. किसकी है जी? नहीं है तो मैं पुलिस को बुला के टो करवा रहा हूँ. LHR जी.
अच्छा काम है.
सर मेरे नजदीक जो ये गाड़ी कर रही है बाकियों के साथ गालियां क्यों खाएं यार लोगों की? किसी बेचारे की गाड़ी का रास्ता रुका हुआ है. LHR 9888 LHJ 2901. I repeat, जिन साहिबान की ये गाड़ियां प्लीज उनको मूव कर दीजिए. रॉन्ग पार्किंग हुई है, लोगों का रास्ता रुक रहा है. तो लेट्स गो फॉर लव. लोगों से गाड़ियां न खाएं. LOM 4494 LHR 9881 LHJ 2901. Thank you very much. See, ये जितनी आपने चीजें बताई हैं ये कवर हो रही हैं इसमें. That's what our life is. These are the areas of our life. We have a personal life as a man, as a person, individual, things which include me, spouse, intimate relationships, family, career, health, finances, community, spirituality, our relationship with the spirit being, and also our relationship with the fellow human being. I include, or rather put all of these into 4 heads. Only into 4 heads. You see, this is what? This is your stomach. And you move up. And this is your heart. So this is your physical being, health. And then you have emotional health. You have a heart. And then you have a mental health. So you have what? The third side, with your mind lives, or brain. You carry your brain. And then there is a 4th side of it, the spiritual side. In last 11 years of my life, what I've seen, unfortunately, what I've seen, जब से डॉक्टर आए हैं, बीमारियां भी बढ़ गई. जब से ज़्यादा मौलवी हुए, spiritual problems ज़्यादा बढ़ गए. So I wanted to find out the answer to all this. What exactly is happening? And I found the answer in America. I'm not a big sports person of America, but unfortunately, we सब चीजों के जवाब वहाँ से ज़्यादा मिल जाते हैं. Then I come back and try to find it here. You see, we are a system. Insan is a system. Our body is a full-fledged system. And how many parts of the system we have, you know it well. You see, if one thing is affected, the other one is bound to get affected. Right? If you treat your body and don't treat or don't take care of your mental health, so it is just like other way around. Your mind controls the body. And if you don't take care, आपको देख लीजिए 24 घंटे आपके पास हैं. How much time on average per day you spend on your mental health or your spiritual health or your emotional health? Not much. Not much. Do you? Yeah, you don't. So, जब ये इनमें से एक चीज भी डिस्टर्ब होगी, it is bound to affect other three. So ये जो इंटीग्रेशन है, और ये बीमारी हमारी सदी की है. इस सदी में बहुत अच्छाइयाँ भी दी हैं, कुछ बुराइयाँ भी दी. बुराइयाँ ये दी कि there was a time कि जब आप जाया करते थे किसी के पास, a person known as someone, Hakim or उसको जो भी नाम दे रहे हैं, and you used to go to him as one person who will give you the solution for everything. कि सर पता नहीं साईं आज की तबीयत गुजर अच्छा भी रहती है, तो वो आपको कुछ भी बता देगा. इलाज किसी चीज का भी बता सकता है. ये भी कह सकता है सोना शुरू कर दो, ये कह सकता है एक्सरसाइज कर दो, हकीम की कोई दवाई कोई जड़ी बूटी भी दे दे. जब से ये फील्ड्स को हमने तोड़ना शुरू किया, मैं डॉक्टर हूँ, सो आई विल हेट होम्योपैथी. वो प्रोफेशनल आ जाती है जेलसी, नहीं जी मैं तो मौलवी हूँ, तो मैं तो सिर्फ इस चीज में ऑपरेट करता हूँ. मैं इमोशनल हेल्थ खराब है तो किसके पास जाते हैं? साइकोलॉजिस्ट. जी मम्मी नहीं पता, डॉक्टर की करेंगे, कानून की दवाई देंगे, मैं तो साइकोलॉजिस्ट हूँ. अगर मेंटल हेल्थ है तो फिर आप साइकेट्रिस्ट के पास जाते हैं. स्पिरिचुअल हेल्थ खराब है तो फिर आप मौलवियों पीरों फकीरों को ढूंढते हैं. लेकिन उन चारों में से कोई भी उस चारों को इंटीग्रेट नहीं कर सकते. And that has become a dilemma of our life. And so I thought, okay, maybe I'm free, I'm independent, I can do anything. I don't have any loyalty towards anybody. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a Maulvi, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not even a psychiatrist. So the sky is the limit for me. I'm an independent person. जिसको खुदा ने दिखलाया था. So I can operate. I can try to get the best out of all those things. Because everything affects you. Okay? So, जो बताऊंगा उन सारी चीजों को आपको लगेगा कि उसका कवर मिलेगा. Now look at the cost which we pay on everyday basis. I mean, every second you are paying cost for every single action you take. And I mean it. Because I'm a very curious and a very weird person. Very weird person. I won't let go anything like this. Impossible. I want to get into it. Why this is like this and why it's not like that. So I wanted to find out कि पंजाब इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ कार्डियोलॉजी जब बना था लाहौर में, पहले साल के अंदर एवरेज इनटेक पर डे 7 था. आज एवरेज इनटेक 700 है. 10 साल के अंदर. ये क्यों है? क्या हो चुका है लोगों की हेल्थ को? अल्लाह ताला तो ये कहता है कि मैंने तुम्हें तकलीफों में नहीं भेजा था और मैं तुम्हें तकलीफें नहीं देना चाहता. But I saw my father having a surgery and I was like shaken. Look what they're doing. So I wanted to find out. ये क्या चीजें हैं? So, my dear, ये जितनी भी चीजें हैं ना जो मैंने आपको बताई हैं, all those feelings of anger, guilt, frustration, unhappiness, self-pity, ये सारी चीजें आपको करके रही हैं. Let's see what क्या कर रहे हैं. Cardiovascular diseases. They give you unhealthy eating habits. You see, the depression is number 1 cause of fatty. Because जब आप depressed हैं, you feel like eating everything जो भी आपको मिलता है, चलते रहते हैं. And that's what I've discovered. I researched on it. Bent posture. All those unhealthy feelings give you what? You must have seen many people going on the street like what? That body, the posture tells you what? What would you think of that person who's going like this? क्या लगेगा?
They're not excited about life, definitely.
Yeah. कि जिंदगी खत्म. So that is also the cost which we are paying for something which we don't know what we have done. And then skin damage. Go to any cosmetologist in the town और उनसे पूछिए स्किन किधर गई हमारी जो शाइन जो ब्रशिंग होनी चाहिए थी. सुर्खी पाउडर करना क्यों जरूरत है यार? Yes, so I want you to start your life a little different. So today. Weakness, यार 8 घंटे सोते हैं, कमजोरी बड़ी है। तब से यार दिल नहीं करता, यार फोन करिए उन्होंने यार मैं नहीं आ रहा। Weakness suppresses the immune system. You see, all those feelings. I'm emphasizing on the word feelings. ये बड़ी immune system. Resistance. You see, you have a body, आपकी resistance होती है बीमारियों के खिलाफ. तो हमारी उस वजह से हमारा immune system weak हो गया है. इसलिए we can catch खांसी आई सारी काम खांसी. आंखों की बीमारी पूरी काम पड़ी हुई है. Immune system weak हो चुका है. It raises the blood pressure. आपका मैं भी blood pressure ले लेता हूँ. If you are stressed, and I think few of you must be. और उसके बाद I get you in a 2-minute experience, and then notice the change in the blood pressure. I can guarantee you 7 या 8 उसका फर्क आएगा reading का. Give a big laugh. Humor immediately bring your stress level down and reduce your blood pressure. Adversely affect the digestion system. Double drum. एक तो भूख ज़्यादा लगती है, वो फिर खाते हो भी नहीं होता. So these are the physical costs which we are paying on a daily basis for all those things which we do every day, every second. Now look at the emotional cost. All those things drain the energy within you, increases stress level, ruins your relationship. Ruins your relationship, intimate relationship, as well as other relationships, family relationships, friendship relationships, professional relationships. And that unhappiness, feeling of hatred, nafratein hain, which we carry here. Nafrat, hatred. And most of us are living with those things for years and years and years. कहते हैं ना वो बस कभी मनुआ करना तो कभी थल्ले आ जाते हैं फिर देखिए मैं की कर रहा हूँ मैं 25 साल पहले मेरा हाल की कर 25 साल से जिंदगी का मकसद ये बना के बैठे हुए हैं कि बस वो हो जाए मनुआ सीट मिल जाए फिर देख मैं की करना. That hatred which we carry अभी उस तक तो पहुंची नहीं but it is killing you my dear. It gives us depression. It gives us frustration. What is frustration? What is frustration? Yeah. Feeling of victimization. I've been victimized by government, I've been victimized by political leaders, I've been victimized by bosses, I've been victimized by my spouse, I've been victimized by my society, I've been victimized by my kids and everything. It gives a feeling of powerlessness. Disempowered. And then we become cranky. Most of us, I'm sorry to say, we are cranky. We are criticizing. We do criticize a lot without knowing the cost. You see, मैं change में हूँ. I did in change management, not only at the individual level, but also at the corporate and social level. And I say people resist change because they're ignorant of the cost of no change. Number one. Number two, कि आप इस चीज पे एग्जाम्पल ले लें जो क्रिटिसाइजिंग है, that is something what? You know, that is outward looking. Outward है ना? कि instead of accepting the blame, कि यार नहीं मैंने गलत किया, you criticize others. So हम outward हो चुके हैं, अगर आप inward हो जाएं, because everybody wants to know what's in it for me. मैं आपको आज कहता हूँ कि ये नई लाइफ शुरू करते हैं, तो आप क्या करेंगे? हाँ यार मैं हंसना शुरू करता हूँ, क्यों समय? नहीं जाना तालीम में, नहीं ना कुछ, यही कहेंगे ना यार. अगर इतना इंसान होता तो यार वो तो मौलवी भी अगर चीख के पिछले 50 साल में मरने वाले हो गए. वो तो आपको अभी तक ना नमाजों पे ला सके ना कुरान पे ला सके. बिकॉज मैं नहीं पढ़ता कुरान में, क्यों कर रहा? They never told you the cost. I'm going to tell you the cost. No choice here. Anger and fear, and also low self-respect. That answers the ego question. and look at the mental cost of it. Stressful mind, नींद नहीं आती, 2 गोलियां खा ला यार 8 घंटे 10 घंटे 12 घंटे काम किया हो, मेहनत की हो, सुकून हो, 50 लोगों की दवाएं ली हो, कोई अच्छा काम किया हो तो नींद कैसे नहीं आएगी? सुकून से आएगी. But what have we done all day? Thank you. What have we done all day? 50 की गालियां खाई, 50 को गालियां दी, 4 का हाथ मारा, 2 से मरवाया. I mean, that's the way we're spending at the end of the day. Just do a little of the homework and try to look at the balance sheets you have created for today. आज ये balance sheet किया है. कितनों के साथ क्या किया और कितनों ने मुझे क्या किया? That's some idea. That is not my law. That is the law of nature. And at the end of the day, that is also going to be one of my questions to you all. Can you deny it? You cannot, because it's not me. I have just discovered all these things. It's everywhere. You need to make a little more effort to find all these things out. Easily forgetting, memory loss हो जाता है. लोगों में भूलने की बीमारियां बढ़ जाती हैं. माइंड कभी किसी चीज पे फोकस ही नहीं करता. बात पढ़ने की बात आती है, साथ ही वो मजदूरी याद आ जाती है. I'm sorry, मुझे 2 मिनट के लिए हंसी ना आया तो मुझे कुछ हो जाता है. I'm just throwing a little bit of pity. थोड़ी सी आपको भी इंसान slower the body reaction time. You see, mind controls the body. You know that, right? पता है जी?
Yes.
Okay, the body, yes. You are ashraf makhluqat. Your mind controls the body. But आगे आके मेरा सवाल ये होगा, now tell me, who is controlling your mind?
You.
I wish. An unhealthy body, because if mind controls the body, it means if the mind is not happy, it's going to affect your body. Now the 4th thing. Yes, the spiritual cost of it. Okay? Now what is the spiritual cost? खुदा ने कहा था सुकून तो खुदा की याद में है, और हम कहाँ ढूंढते हैं? बोल्ड एंड ब्यूटीफुल. लॉरेंस गार्डन में, इंडिया की फिल्म में आधी कौम डिप्रेस था. आपको पता है ये हमारी जो कौम है, दे आर नॉट डिप्रेस्ड बिकॉज़ ऑफ डॉलर क्रंच. दे आर डिप्रेस्ड बिकॉज़ स्टार टीवी बंद हो गया. आप कल फिरवा दें, देखिए आधे लोग पूछ जाएंगे. वो जी 3 साल उन्होंने फ्री दिखा के बोल्ड एंड ब्यूटीफुल आपकी आते खराब कर. सेंटा बारबरा, बोल्ड एंड ब्यूटीफुल, बे वॉच. क्या बनेगा जी? जी बहुत बेहतर. 24 घंटे आपके पास भी उतने, मेरे पास भी उतने. मेरी प्रोसेसिंग स्पीड बड़ी ज्यादा है. लैक ऑफ फुलफिलमेंट. मजा नहीं आया जिंदगी का. की जिंदगी बैड एक्सपीरियंसेस एंड बैड थिंग्स. अभी मुझे खाब आई. क्या आई?